They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Judicials offense will get the first crack at it here. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Goes to the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And the Judicials will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always...
Oh, he's got some space! And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Combs. Finds his man, it's Clinton. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch more.
Touchdown time! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Looking to throw, it's Combs. Fakes the grab. Snowed under by the defense.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Tight end finds a soft spot. All down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Makes the grab over the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit, and that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Combs. Complete. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on 4th. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, they got a lot of trust in this running back on these big downs to go find a way to get it done. On that 4th down, that is a huge play in this game, and he delivers for them.
Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the judicials send out the punt unit. A low line drive and short kick. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to throw. It's Combs. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll do it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And now this offense will take the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had every...
Turning it on! They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Judicials want to pick up the tempo.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab. It's Schwartz. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. That's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The RPO fire complete to the left. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They'll immediately call timeout.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Combs. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. To the air on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He wants to change this route. Give to the fullback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
The Judicials will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. It's complete on the right side. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got him. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to fire deep. Got it.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the...
Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll run this play from the pistol. He'll take it himself. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. This is a design run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down.
Here we go. 6 remain.
Looking to throw for it. Finds a little space. There he goes. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Crimson Tide now has it on second down as we open the final period. Back to pass. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
That will be enough. Remove the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Off play action on first down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Judicials line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Military stunt.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Single back formation, and they give it to it.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Red pass, it's complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Combs. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10.
Ready.
Power football with the run. And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off with... chance you're going to, but this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing, see how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Give to the running back. It's a fumble on the play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll try the run. Not enough for the first. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Alabama pushing the tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to...